Um, but going back with that, sometimes people got to be held accountable for their actions, especially those who are passengers who want to try to get a free ride and will come up with all different reasons on something about their driver. So
Yeah.
there has been some areas and cities that are actually looking at protecting drivers when it comes to this, whether it's through unjust deactivations, whether it's proper driver pay protections, many different things. And Chicago is one of the latest cities to get on board and start looking at driver protections, especially when it comes to passengers who are trying to fraud the system, and they're coming down hard. So this is pretty interesting to see.
There's a private conversation between the Tony, the driven dad, and we Zoom. He was unplugging it from the wall, bro, not from the car. It was in an tall apartment building. The guy was like getting free charge on the house, and then he would come down and unplug it from the wall. So this is a very good thing for drivers in Chicago. Although this was like an editorial piece saying that, rideshare, why should all passengers get, dinged because some unscrupulous, fraudulent passengers are getting drivers deactivated right and left? Nobody, again, is talking about the driver, of course. I'm like, why should we? Because we're replaceable, but that's okay. So the city of Chicago is going to pass this ordinance that, when Uber and Lyft deactivates somebody, they actually have to prove or come to an arbitration committee to say why they deactivated this driver with proof. Unlike now, where fraudulent passengers get their $6 credit back for the trip they did enjoy, actually, but they want to get their money back and say the guy was inebriated, or he was high, or he was under the influence, or he was rude, or he was racist. Oh, boom, you're gone, right? With no recourse. Well, that's changing in Chicago. Just like in Seattle, they have it the same thing. It's going to cost 10 cents a trip, just 10 cents, single 10 cents, added to each trip that goes into a fund, because if they deactivate a driver now, and you go prove yourself that you shouldn't have gotten deactivated, and Uber accepts or Lyft accepts that you shouldn't have, actually there is back pay with interest, and that's where that dime is going to go, to pay all the drivers who got deactivated unjustly. So I'm like, this is a great idea. If it's going to cost a dime, like in Seattle, it's the same thing, or the state of Washington, it's a dime. You guys are complaining about a dime while Uber's jacking you guys up by like 40% the last, like, I don't know, 3 years. I wouldn't be complaining about a dime. This is a great thing, Chris. This is amazing.
Well, here's where the
nickel. Now, there's no
someone
more.
in Chicago was watching the show when we were doing the nickel and diming drivers. That's where they came up with the nickel for the
dime. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, so drivers do okay. So, but passengers can also be a pain, which we know. Some are drunken messes, others smell bad and don't tip. Forget that. And in rare cases, they're a serious threat as well. Well, we know that. So drivers do have a good reason to fret about passengers who file false complaints that can trigger them being deactivated from ride-hailing service. Sure. And having their livelihood stripped away, at least temporarily, as a result. There we go. But now, Alderwoman, actually, Susan Sadlowski Garza, 10th District, thank you, Mrs. or Miss Garza, is proposing to create a city-based driver resource center that would give ride-hailing and food delivery app drivers an opportunity to appeal their status, just like we have in California with Prop 22 and state of Washington, and a lot of different, like Massachusetts is coming along with this. So if a ruling panel concludes deactivated drivers were the target of a deceitful passenger, why? No passenger would do such a thing, would they? They wouldn't do anything like that.
Oh, no.
Oh, come on. And they would be compensated for their lost wages plus 9% interest. Suck it. There you go. As the Sun Times, there we go. Yeah, it's about time. There's no more willy-nilly AI, HR kicking you off the platform. And then Franz Spielman reported last week on City Council members' plan. So who'll be on the hook for this city-based appeals process? Passengers, including those who are polite, follow the rules, and never file fake complaints. Yeah. Via an adjustable tax starting at 10 cents a ride. 10 freaking cents. In California, 75 cents is tacked on each trip and delivery to pay for California benefits called Prop 22. You know what I'm saying? So 10 cents is a bargain for driver protection. Ride-hailing and food app drivers should not be at the mercy of made-up tales. 100% agree. They deserve a chance to appeal, to have their status as drivers reactivated and reimbursed for lost wages. Yes, sir. Whoever, Miss Garza, we should have you on the show. There you go. Great idea. I second the motion. Thumbs up. Let's pass it. And that's it.
Yeah, I think something like this is good to see. The only thing, though, that I would say beyond that would be good would be that the passenger who is filing the complaint
Off the platform
should not only be kicked off the platform, but also they should be the ones who have to pay certain damages when it comes to it, whether that's maybe 50%, 100%, whatever it might be. They're on the hook,
bro. Good idea.
Because you know what? Hey, put the 10 cents towards a driver resource center or something that's needed within the area itself. So then that way people can go there. But when it comes to the actual compensation, make that false passenger pay for it. They should be.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know what? That's a great idea. I should email Ms. Garza and say, you know what? We have an idea. Have more of the passengers skin in the game instead of, you know what? Because this editorial is kind of complaining, why should all the good passengers pay for the deeds of the bad ones? Okay, no problem. In addition to that, we hold they should also be allowed for the driver to sue in civil court the passenger who got them deactivated. How about that? For monetary damages. There you go. Boom. Great idea.
I think that's what it should be. At least in my opinion. And then, make an example out of these passengers who are doing that. And it'll make people think twice about that. Absolutely. I think you'd see something where people would start acting in line a little bit more.
I love it. I love that idea. I'm gonna find her email address and email her.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.